Another feature added in DuckDB 0.8 was the UNPIVOT function. And in this video, we're going to see how to use it to transpose columns to rows. So we're going to use the European soccer database. So this database contains a bunch of players and then player attributes or stats from the FIFA video game. So if we come into our terminal, we're going to start by creating a view that gets the most recent attributes for each player. So our view will be called player stats. And what we're going to do now, once we've created that, is we're going to write a little query against that view that finds Cristiano Ronaldo. And so you can see that in our zoomed in state, we can only see 4 columns. But even if we weren't quite so zoomed in, we'd still need a very, very wide screen to fit in the 40 plus columns that we actually have. And what we actually want to do is compare Ronaldo's stats with his longtime rival, Lionel Messi. And so if we run the same query, but for Messi, you can see we can only get in 5 columns. And so it'd be very difficult to be able to compare the individual stats against each other. And so what we really want to do is flip those columns into rows. So we'll end up with 1 column describing the stat, 1 column for Messi, and then 1 column for Ronaldo, and be able to compare everything sort of going down the screen. And this is one of the things that you can do with the UNPIVOT function. So let's have a look at how to use it. So what we're going to do is we're going to call UNPIVOT, and then we'll create some brackets, and then we'll put our Ronaldo query in there. And then we're going to say that we're going to unpivot on all the columns. So it's going to include all the columns as rows. And then we're going to have to say into, and we're going to name a name, and then we're going to have 1 column, and it's going to be called stat1, and then a value, and our other column is going to be called Cristiano Ronaldo. And if we run that, and then let's just scroll to the top first, and then we can look at the values. You see we get the player name, and then Ronaldo, birthday, height, weight, and then we get all the stats one by one all the way down the screen. Now, if we want to add Messi in, what we can do is we can, so we'll put in our original query, and then we can actually do a join and then do the same query, but for Messi instead of Ronaldo, and we'll just give a different name to that column. And then we're going to join on those stat1 and stat2 columns. And then finally, we'll just rename it. So we only need that once because it's got exactly the same value. So we'll get just say stat1, and then we'll exclude stat1 and stat2 from the results. And if we get that back, and now let's scroll to the top again, we can see that we've now got them side by side. So we've got the stat on the first column, we've got Ronaldo in the middle, and then Messi on the far side. And we could go through and have a look at each stat and see who's better and who is the better at each thing of these 2 football greats. If you liked this video, you'll probably also like this other one that I did on the pivot function. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.